Have you ever woken up one day and felt that there was more to life than this? Trick question. The answer is yes, you absolutely have. Dissatisfaction is something that everyone has felt at one stage or another. It's one of the great certainties in life. Just like birth, death, and taxes. It's just part and parcel of being caught up in the machine of capitalist consumerism. Simply put, we want more money to buy more stuff. But what about successful people? The most frustrating thing a successful person will ever hear in their lifetime are the words, "You're so lucky." The rub of the green has nothing to do with it. Real entrepreneurs, movers, and shakers make their own luck. These people have a dream, a clear goal, and are highly motivated to roll up their sleeves and do the hard yards to get there. But what does it take exactly to be successful? Welcome to Mind Talk, where all brains matter. If you're new to the channel, you're going to want to head on over and hit that subscribe button. If you're ready to have your mind blown, ring that notification bell as well, so you'll never miss another video. In this episode of Mind Talk, we'll be checking out 10 habits of highly successful people. Are you ready? Here we go. The truth is, a lot of people lie to themselves. They want success, financial security, fulfillment in life, but they aren't willing to test the boundaries of their capacities to achieve it. It might be all well and good whining about what could have been, sitting around a mountain of empty pizza boxes on the coffee table and exchanging sob stories with your equally frustrated buddies. Something has to change. But first things first, make the decision to change your own luck. Once you've done that, adopt the habits of the people you want to emulate. After all, you deserve success, don't you? Number 1. Positive attitude. Most battles are fought and won in the mind. The saying, mind over matter, is right on the money, as there are plenty of tricks your brain can pull on you in order to erode your confidence, self-belief, and self-worth. Virgin Group founder Sir Richard Branson said it best. Positivity breeds positivity. The reality is that success doesn't create optimism. It's actually the other way around. Optimism creates success. Express gratitude to others for a job well done, and give yourself a pat on the back with some positive self-talk. Set these behaviors as a priority. It's not enough to exclude a positive attitude. You must also remind yourself why you are grateful as well. Number 2. Personal care. Successful people are rarely disgusting, dirty slobs who look like they have just woken up from a huge night out on the booze. Taking care of a business starts with taking care of yourself. Never underestimate the importance of diet, exercise, and personal hygiene. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla Motors, is one of the most well-known innovators, entrepreneurs, and businessmen on the planet. When asked what daily habit has had the largest positive impact on his life, he answered with one word: showering. Personal care doesn't have to involve a complex exercise regime, a diet consisting of only organic food, and a highly disciplined lifestyle. Just get the simple things right, because no one wants to be stuck in a lift with someone who smells like a 3-week-old foot sandwich. Number 3. Organization. Ever heard the saying, cluttered home, cluttered mind? There is a direct correlation between success, organization, planning, and clear priorities and goals. We aren't talking about extreme OCD levels and attention to every minute detail either. A well thought out work area and a clean, tidy home are the first point of call when looking to change or make your own luck. Get into the habit of noting down important information, and no, you won't just miraculously remember it later. Don't be lazy. Change the way you value being well informed, and the ability to have information handy to you at all times. Set yourself a to-do list each day before bed, so that when you get back into it in the morning, you know exactly where you're up to. If you say you will do something, make sure you do it when you say you would. It's an easy concept, but one that a lot of people don't get a memo for. There is absolutely nothing worse than trying to work with a slacking colleague who is hopeless, unreliable, and can never meet a deadline. Number 4. Taking action. The old adage, actions speak louder than words, rings true in the business world. It's all well and fine to organise, plan and set priorities, but essentially it boils down to a lot of big talk and hot air without action. A plan not followed through is nothing more than potential wasted. In other words, it's all sizzle and no steak. Think of a successful person. Odds are that they act quickly and often. Sometimes all it takes is for someone to take charge and initiate the first step. Others will follow suit, and follow suit just like a bunch of lemmings. Number 5. Relaxation. So this one might seem counterintuitive, but as we've learned from Stephen King, all work and no pay makes Jack a dull boy. When you work hard, you need to enjoy the fruits of your labour so you can remain goal-orientated and prevent becoming an axe-wielding madman. It's no coincidence that relaxing, meditating, or simply avoiding distractions are coping mechanisms echoed by some of the most successful people in modern business. Relaxation has to be earned though. Organise and streamline your day, and maybe you find an extra half hour of leisure time instead of staying back to finish a project at the office. A pro tip is to achieve a quasi-meditative or relaxed state by concentrating on your own breathing for 3 to 5 minutes. It's a great technique to prepare for a particularly challenging task or a large amount of effort you are about to commence. Number 6. Networking. If you had a nickel for every time you heard someone say, "It's not what you know, it's who you know," you'd have bulging pockets and trouble holding your pants up. Successful people know the value of exchanging ideas with others through networking. They also know the value of collaboration and teamwork. Steel sharpens steel. Surrounding yourself with other successful people and like-minded people is one of the most proactive ways you can stimulate your own growth and creativity. Taking the time to reach out to like-minded individuals is just as important as performing well within your team. Number 7. Frugality. Being frugal is not the same as being stingy, which, by the way, is actually pronounced thrifty. You don't need to be cheap, just mindful when it comes to money and resources. A fool and his money are easily parted. This will apply to you if you don't get into the habit of being economical. Avoid waste, increase efficiency. Successful people make money and keep it. Instead of overspending, comparison shop and negotiate. Be prepared to spend money, but do it wisely. Always think, what are you getting for your money? What is your return on investment? You can't drink champagne on a beer budget. Sometimes you just have to wait a while to roll around in the brand spanking new Audi. The Corolla will do for now. Number 8. Rising early. The early bird gets the worm. The more hours of the day you have to work with, the closer you are to being successful. Waking up early and having regular sleeping patterns get your body into a rhythm, and it's a common trait amongst the world's most successful people. It's a fundamental that very few actually master. Sleep is actually the most important meal of the day. Number 9. Sharing. Whether donating to charity or the sharing of ideas, success comes to those who have a habit of giving. They know the value of sharing, and most believe their success should result in something more than accumulation of wealth for themselves. Philanthropy is a strange beast. On the surface, it appears that there can be a little to gain by giving away those hard-earned bucks. But the reality is that the universe has a particular way of making sure that the good karma it receives, it returned many times over. Lack of wealth isn't a factor when it comes to sharing. Volunteering in your community or at a local school does not cost anything, but could provide help where it is needed most. Most business referrals are through word of mouth, and those with good deeds in their ledger tend to get the best business opportunities. And number 10. Tenacity. Those who chase their dreams are willing to fail in order to eventually succeed. Getting what you want doesn't come easy, and there are bound to be more failures than there will be successes. Accept defeat, but be willing to learn from each flop and try a different approach. This will lead to better decisions that in turn fuel success down the road. Losers will give up after failing at something. Winners will maintain their drive and persevere. Most people have habits, It's just the majority of them aren't the greatest and not at all conducive to realizing their dreams. Successful people tend to have certain tools in their belt that they have in common with other successful people. It's just a fact. The good news is, for those who wish to be successful, cultivating positive habits takes no more effort than developing bad ones. Old dogs can learn new tricks, and so can you. Make a conscious effort. Get up early every day. Become more organized. Make sure to take that shower so you don't smell like a foot. After all, it's not hard, just obvious. And that's it for 10 habits of highly successful people. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and let us know in the comments whether you will try to break your mold by doing all or even a few of the suggestions on our list in order to be that successful person you are meant to be. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell to check out our other amazing videos. You've been watching Mind Talk, where all brains matter. See you next time.